Welcome back to Sad Clown Outdoors. Now today, I'm going to introduce you to Bo, my Southern Sahara African Spurthigh tortoise, otherwise known as a sulcata. I believe that's Swahili, and that stands for grooved, and that has to do with the grooves along their shell in between the scutes. And he's about 14 and a half, 15 years old, and he's a shining example. And these guys can get up to 150 pounds, and they eat mostly dry grasses, hay, things you'd find in the Southern Sahara grasslands. They're right on the edge of the desert, but really in the grassland portion. So it's hot, it's dry, there is a monsoon season, and that's typically when their birthing cycle is, so that the small babies get a lot of moisture off the plants and the grasses that they're crawling through, and they're getting a lot of rainfall, and their shells are really porous, so the sun can evaporate them completely dry, kind of like a sponge can dry out if you're not careful. So if you have a little baby, they're hard to maintain. You want to keep them at that good 75 to 85 degree range, give them a hot side and a cool side, and really keep them climate controlled and make sure that they always have water available. So this guy's been with me for all 15 of those years, and this is his house. I'm currently in the middle of a nice restructuring of this. It needs some new foam on the inside. I'm going to put some wood paneling around the edge just to keep him from scratching it up, but I'll get into more of that later on when I actually do the rebuild, because this solution is working really well for me, and I'll really get into that later. But Bo is really happy sulcata, and if you have a sulcata, I'll go over what they eat, what you shouldn't generally feed them, and what their diet should really comprise of. But the problem with the sulcata is you're being told that this sulcata can eat anything, this sulcata is small, it goes in a tank, and they're cute pets. The fact of the matter is they grow huge. They'll get 150 pounds. They will live for 70 years, so you have to put them in your will, have to have somebody take over for it. They will eventually need outside enclosure space, and quite frankly, they're not for everybody. If you live in a cold climate, they're not good. I live in the Southwest. It is pretty much the perfect environment for them. They can eat a lot of the natural grasses here, some of the cacti. He's a really great guy. So tune in and I'll cover each habitat, food, and enclosure. So tune in next time, and feel free to like and subscribe. And real quick, let me show them to you.